students, welcome to ADA. Today we are going to discuss about three-phase power, and before that let us discuss the homework questions. Let's start. The first homework question was, a three-phase four-wire system supplies power to a balanced star connected load. Okay, three-phase balanced star connected, right? The current in each phase is 15 ampere. The current in the neutral wire will be current in each phase. So whatever may be the diagram, you know it is a balanced circuit. This is neutral, this is R, Y, B. Okay, so and we have already discussed, in a balanced star connected circuit, the total neutral current IN equals to IA plus IB plus IR plus IY plus IB, that is equals to 0. Okay, if you will apply Kirchhoff's current law in this node, you will get this equation. IN is the outgoing current, and IR, IY and IB are the incoming currents. So the sum of outgoing current is equals to sum of incoming currents, and in a balanced condition, this is neutral current is 0. Okay, we have already discussed that. So the option D is correct here. The option where 15 ampere, 45 ampere, 8.66 ampere and D was 0. So option D will be correct here. Right, understood? So let us go to the next homework question. Next homework question was, a star connected load has 3 equal impedance. Star connected load has 3 equal impedance, each of 40 plus J30 ohm. If the line current is 5 ampere, then value of the line voltage is 250 volt, 250 root 3 volt, 250 by root 3 volt, or D 200 volt. Check your answers. It must be 250 root 3 volt. Okay, let us see. So we know it is in the complex form. Impedance is in the complex form. Let us find out the resultant impedance. Resultant impedance will be 40 square plus 30 square root over. Okay, 1600 plus 900, it is 2500. So 50 ohm is the resultant impedance, right? And we know V phase is equals to, in star connected circuit, you know, I phase equals to I line. So if I am going to find out V phase, then I will multiply I line or I phase, whatever may be, IL into Z. How much is the IL? IL is given 5 ampere. Okay, IL is given 5 ampere. So just multiply 5 with 50, you will get 250 volt. But it is phase voltage. It is asking about line voltage. How much will be the line voltage? Line voltage is root 3 times of V phase. that is 250 root 3 volt. Got it? So answer is 250 root 3. If you have any kind of doubts, you can ask in the comment section, right? Or just post it on our Facebook page or Telegram channel. So this is it. Let us go to the today's topic, three-phase power. Okay. Let us start three-phase power. So we have already known that three-phase power is more economical than single-phase power transmission. Okay, three-phase power transmission is more economical than single-phase power transmission, and we have already seen the voltage or current waveform, that each phase having a phase difference of 120 degree. If it is a balanced three-phase power system, then you will get 120 degree phase difference for each of the phases, right? So what are the advantages? Let us discuss a little bit more about advantages. So what are the advantages here? Rating of three-phase machine is almost 1.5 times of or 1.5 times greater than that of same size single phase machine, right? If you are taking two kind of machines, one is three phase, single phase, both having same size, then you will get 1.5 times more power rating in case of three phase machines. Okay, and one more important advantage is in single phase, there you cannot get a starting torque, right? But in case of three phase power, you can get a rotating torque and it can be self-starting, right? And obviously the power factor and efficiency, they are higher in case of three-phase power, right? So let us go to the power equation. I have already given you the power formula for three-phase, that is 3 into B phase into I phase cos theta, right? It is the power. So how we are going to derive it? Let me discuss about this. So you have three phases, okay? Red phase, Y phase, and red, yellow and blue. Okay, in red phase, if VR is Bm sin omega t, then Vy will be how much? It is in the 120 degree phase, so it will be Vm sin omega t minus 120 degree. Okay, and third one, that is Vb, it will be in the omega t minus 240, or you can write plus 120 degree. Okay, and the currents are, if you are taking IR as reference, that is Im sin omega t minus phi. Phi is the phase difference between VR and IR. Okay, so Vy and Iy also going to have a phase difference of phi. Vb and Ib, they are also going to have a phase difference of phi. So By is this much, so Iy you can write Bm sin omega t minus phi minus 120 degree, and Ib you are going to get it is Im sine omega t plus 120 degree minus phi. Got it? Now, what is the formula for power in each phase? Each phase, the power will be VR into IR in the red phase, BY into IY in the Y phase, and BB into IV in the B phase. The detailed derivation I am going to give you as a note during your mains exam, before your mains exam, SSC JEE mains exam. So, for the timing, we just have to understand the power formula, and we have to remember that power formula, that equation, and apply it in the MCQ questions. So let us concentrate on MCQs first, then I'm going to give you a detailed description of all the questions and answers in a note before SSC JEE mains exam. Okay? So total power you're going to get as total power P equals to VRIR plus BYIY plus BBIB. Okay, and the equation you will get as 3 Bm by root 2 into Im by root 2 into cos phi. Okay, or just write VRMS IRMS cos phi, 3 Vi cos phi. So here you can see this V and I are the phase voltage and phase current. Got it? If you are going to convert this phase voltage and phase current into line voltage and line current, in star connection you will get I phase equals to IL and B phase equals to VL by root 3. So if you are taking star connection, then just put in place of V phase VL by root 3, and in place of I phase, that is same as I phase, and you will get a formula like this: 3 into VL by root 3 into IL cos phi root 3. So the final formula will be root 3 VL IL cos phi. So if you are writing the power formula in form of V phase and I phase, then the formula will be 3V into I into cos phi. If you are writing in form of line voltage and line current, then you will get a formula like this: root 3 into VL IL cos phi. Okay. In same way, you can also find out the same equation for delta connection. Right? Root 3 VL IL cos phi. That's why the power, total power in case of three phase is constant. Okay, whatever may be the connection, star connection or delta connection. So let's go to the next topic. So from this power formula you can get three conclusions here. You can draw three conclusions here. One is total instantaneous power is constant. Total instantaneous power is constant. Second is you are getting 3 times of real power per phase. If the phase power is Vi cos phi, you are getting 3 times of the real power per phase, that is 3 into Vi cos phi. And the third conclusion is sum of reactive power of any instant is 0. See, in this power equation there is no imaginary term. Okay, that means in a balanced circuit, star or delta, the reactive powers, they cancels each other. Okay, so the resultant reactive power is 0. You are getting in case of a balanced circuit, right? So you can write sum of reactive power is 0 at every instant. Got it? So these three conclusions, remember this. You can expect questions on these concepts. Here, the first question is, in a three-phase delta connection, 2 wattmeter method is used to measure the power. If the readings are 28.13 kilowatt, 13.31 kilowatt in each of the wattmeters, how much will be the power factor? Okay, options are A 0.85, 0.9, 0.6, 0.4. So we are going to discuss about wattmeter method in a different lecture. Just remember one formula here. Tan phi is the phase. Okay, so tan phi equals to root 3 P1 minus P2 divided by P1 plus P2. Okay, for the timing, remember this formula. We are going to discuss about this in detail in another lecture video. Okay, so tan phi equals to root 3 P1 minus P2 divided by P1 plus P2. From here, find out phi. So tan phi will be root 3 P1 minus P2 is 28.13 minus 13.31 divided by 28.13 plus 13.31. Okay, just use the calculator. You'll get a value. So from here, you can just get phi value by taking the tan inverse of this value. Okay, the final answer will come as 0.85. Okay, after getting phi, it is asking about power factor. So power factor is cos phi. So whatever answer is coming, whatever the value is coming for the phi, just put it in this cos phi, because we need cos phi. Cos phi is the power factor. Okay, so cos phi is 0.85. So just check this. If you are getting any different answers, just share a screenshot of that procedure that you have done. I will guide you. Let us go to the second question. Here, if circuit efficiency is 90%, what will be the output power? A 30 kilowatt, B 37.3 kilowatt, C 35.6 kilowatt, D 40 kilowatt. So what is efficiency? It is simply output by input power. Okay, output power by input power. So here efficiency is given. It is asking about output power, right? So actually, it's circuit efficiency 90% now, right? So this question is referred to the previous one. So previously there was given two power readings, that is P1 equals to 28.13 and P2 equals to 13.31 kilowatt. So you are going to use this data here. So efficiency is output divided by input. It is asking about output power. So output power will be input power into efficiency. So how much the input? Input is the total reading of 2 wattmeters. So what will be the total reading? P1 plus P2 into efficiency. P1 plus P2, 28.13 plus 13.31 into efficiency is 90%. So you are going to multiply 90% here, that is 90 by 100. You will get the answer. Okay, so answer will be 37.3 kilowatt. Just calculate this one, you will get this much, 37.3 kilowatt. Okay, let us go to the next question. See, this is a very important question you can get in every exams. A three-phased delta-connected symmetrical load consumes P watt of power from a balanced supply. If the same load connected in star to the same supply, then what is the power consumption? A, P by 3P, B, C root 3P, and D, 3P. We have already discussed that the total power is always constant. That is for the same circuit. Like if I am converting delta to star, then respectively your impedances are also getting converted. So here the total power will come same as the total power in case of star, right? But here you need to see that same load connected. First it was connected in delta, and then the same load were connected in star. So here loads are not getting changed. So same load, different configurations. So you will get different power. Okay, definitely you will get different power. So let us discuss how. In star connection, okay, you know B phase equals to BL by root 3. Or just take VL as B by root 3. And I line is equals to I phase. Okay. So how much will be the power here? So power will be, because of P star, that is 3 I square R. So I phase square R is the phase power, power per phase, and we have 3 phases, that's why 3 into I phase square R. So how much it will be? 3 into I phase is how much? I phase is equals to IL, or in terms of VL, if you write in terms of V phase, if you write, then it will be V phase square by R square into R. Okay, so R and 1 R will be cancelled out. So how much it will be? And you know V phase is BL by root 3, so in place of V phase I will write V square by root 3 square. Root 3 square is 3. So 3 will be cancelled out, you will get V square by R. Okay, just note it down. I'm going to erase it. So in case of star, you are getting power as V square by R, right? So in case of star, we got power as V square by R. Let us find out the power in case of delta. So in case of delta, we know V phase equals to V line and I phase equals to I line by root 3, right? So the power will be, power in case of delta is 3 I phase square R, that is 3 V phase square by R square into R. RR will be cancelled out. And you know V phase equals to VL, that is we are taking as V. So it will be 3 V square by R. So it is the power in case of delta, and this one is the power in case of star. So you can clearly see, if P, 3 phase delta connected symmetrical load, if I am taking this as a P, then in case of star connection you are getting power as P by 3, right? If you will divide 3 here, so you will get V square by R. So answer will be P by 3. Got it? So same kind of questions are coming in different forms. It is asking also in this way, a 3-phase star connected symmetrical load consumes P watt of power from a balanced supply. If the same load connected in delta to the same supply, then what is the power consumption? In that case, the power will be 3P. Right? Here we are all giving MCQ questions because you need to face MCQs in these exams. You can get theories from all other channels or all other websites very easily, but section wise MCQ discussion you'll get it very rarely. Okay, so there are very less channels those who are discussing MCQs section wise, topic wise. If we are discussing 8 to 10 MCQs in each topic, there are 10 to 12 topics in each subject. So almost we are going to discuss 100 to 150 questions from each subject. And there are 7 or 8 subjects. So this will be 150 into 8. 1200 questions. So 1200 questions, these 1200 questions are the basic questions. They are going to clear all your concepts, all your doubts. Right? So just give importance to these 1200 questions and go solve other questions, similar questions. देखना आप आसानी से solve कर पाओगे. Okay? So that's why we are giving importance to MCQs for the timing, because prelims, first exam is prelims, that is MCQ based, and the next mains, SSCJ mains, those are based on your conventional questions, that is your descriptive questions. So for the timing, just concentrate on MCQs, solve this in detail in your copy, because it is going to help you in mains also. If you are solving these questions in a procedure wise, in detail, using detailed concepts, then this is going to help you in your mains exam. Okay, so let us go to the next question. Here in this question, a balanced delta connected load having 16 plus J12 ohm per phase is connected to a 3-phase 230 volt balanced supply. Delta connected load is given 16.J12 ohm per phase. It is asking IL is how much and power drawn is how much. So just try to understand the language of this question. That is, a balanced delta connected load 16 plus J12 is connected to a 3-phase. Here load is connected to a 3-phase 230 volt. If we draw a delta connection, then I'm going to give 230 volt to a single impedance, that is 16 plus J12. Okay, this impedance you can find it out as Z equals to 16 square plus 12 square root over, you will get 20. So from here you can easily find out I phase. I phase will be B phase divided by impedance. Impedance is 20. B phase is 230. 230 by 20, that is 11.5 ampere. Okay, and I line will be, because you know in case of delta, I line is root 3 times of I phase, that is root 3 into 11.5. You are going to get 19.9 ampere. So you got I line, that is asking IL is 19.9 ampere, and the next task is your power drawn. Power in terms of line voltage and line current is root 3 VL cos phi. So you know VL is same as V phase in case of delta, so it is 230 volt. So root 3 230 into IL is 19.9 and cos phi. Yeah, you don't know the cos phi, right? You just find out phi from this impedance, this complex form of impedance. So how much is the tan phi here? Tan phi is 12 by 16. So phi will be tan inverse of 12 by 16. So from here you can get phi and put this phi here, cos phi. Okay, you'll get the answer P. P as 6.34. Okay, just find it out. If you are not getting it, just share the screenshot of your detailed explanation. Okay, now last one, a very easy question. in a star connected system, the current flowing through the line is, that means I line is A greater than phase current, B equal to the phase current, C lesser than the phase current, and D none of these. So you know it. In star connection, I phase equals to IL and V phase equals to VL by root 3. So option B. So sometimes you can expect this kind of direct question and very easy one in the exams, right? So ask Elite 9. See you in the next class, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.